Hey, this is BugPowderDust. Thank you for joining me for episode 3 of 100 Days in the Scarlands, and I appreciate all the feedback on the last video. I've got a to-do list which is as long as my arm. So let's crack on through it. Now first thing we've got to do is inspect this grav engine. I need to inspect the grav engine and then I can get it moved, because down here that's no bueno, quite frankly. The only thing is it's near these insects and they're sleeping. This is probably a very good time to get somebody down here. I'm probably okay, but you never know. I'm going to get Stone to come and investigate. He's sleeping as well. I'd rather he just gets on with it. So let me just do inspect, and I'll choose Stone to do that because I just think he needs to get on with it. Stone is our researcher. Now I don't think inspecting the grav engine gives you extra research points, but you never know. I'd hate for him to miss out on that. That's pretty awesome. So I'll get Stone to do that. The other thing I need to do is research basic grav. So that's going to have to wait for a second. I'm going to do gunsmithing, which honestly I think I should have done flak armor first. Yeah, although we haven't got the cotton grown yet. We can see the cotton is growing, but it's still taking... Oh, it's so slow, it's painful. So even if we can make flak armor, flak vests, we can't actually make it, if you know what I mean. So I'll carry on gunsmithing, and then I'll probably jump down to basic grav tech. Now grav tech, I'd like to build not the grav engine necessarily, but the grav anchor. Now grav anchor is 300 plasteel, 80 grav-like panels, 5 advanced components. The plasteel, I've actually got a couple of plasteel spots on the map. There's one up here, and there's one over here. So 300 may be doable. It's the advanced which may not be so doable. Let's have a quick look at that again. Advanced components. I've got very little chance of grabbing that, which means I can't really build a grav ship and return to this area. Now because this is 100 days in the Scarlands, I can't very well scuttle off and go somewhere else. So it strikes me as being I can maybe travel to other parts, other bits of the Scarlands. I don't know, we shall have to see. Anyway, it looks like we've inspected it and it's given me a message. Let me just have a quick look. Oh, okay, this is the message. Okay, grav tech, grav ship substructure as well. Okay, cool beans. It looks like I don't think Stone got anything extra for that, but what we are going to do is get this moved now. Let's say reinstall. Where we're going to put this, we want to put it somewhere we can easily defend it. So up here looks really good. I'm not going to build a massive structure to start off with anyway. Honestly, I'd be surprised if I even get started to build it within 100 days. We shall see. But I'm going to probably stick it there. Do you know what? I'm going to put it somewhere safe for now, just out of harm's way, just up there. That's perfect. And I'll get Stone to do a Herculean feat of moving his grav engine. It always makes me laugh when you see this being moved. Okay, so he's going to bring that up and we are going to crack on with the game. Okay, the next thing we need to do is to... a few of you mentioned that they were a bit concerned about Willow and him wandering out of the perimeter. So we got Willow zoned into the perimeter, but honestly I think what we need to do is actually get him out of the kill box as well, which is a very, very good point. So I want to make sure Willow stays well clear of the kill box. So you can get up here if he wants to, have a walk around, you know, get some fresh air. But he's not anywhere near the kill box, so that means Willow will live to fight another day, which is very good. What else do I need to do? I need to... Yes, quest changes, reward preferences. Thank you to PK Lemon for reminding me I can actually change what I want. Do I want honour from the Empire? Yes, but I don't want goodwill, so let's tick that off. I don't know why there's 2 of these, because you can have honour and goodwill. So I'd rather have honour, I don't want goodwill, so that's cool. I actually don't want goodwill from these dudes either, because they're my enemies. Sorry, not that one. I'm not going to be here long enough to take them to allies, so let's just do that and that's fine. Okay, cool. That's that done. And finally, thank you to a couple of people. Peter Y also mentioned this actually. He said this very, very clever trick I had of blocking this up so the enemies came around here. Yeah, not so much, because they can just route through here and then route through here and there's 2 gaps. Yeah, so thank you for that, Peter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to block these holes in so they can definitely not come through here and they have to route through the bugs. So that's looking good. Now finally, one thing I did mention, notice even, was egg sacs. Now these are new in Odyssey, and I assume they're going to gestate something new. I don't know what, but the fact that means that they are actually multiplying. This is bad. So I think I've probably got enough, especially because Ore has an incendiary weapon now, to basically kill these dudes. They've only got 1 mega spider that I can see. which is doable, quite honestly. So I might take the opportunity to do this when some traders have dropped by. And we're not getting a lot of traders. I think I've maybe had 2 the whole time I've been here, which is a little bit concerning. But anyway, there we go. So yeah, I'm going to focus on getting this filled in, and I'll check back later. And the other thing I forgot to mention was, I can't remember who it was, but thank you, suggested that I need to start looking at chem fuel. So that's probably not a bad idea. Maybe getting a tame boomlope might be a good idea. I don't know what they eat to keep them healthy on this map, to be quite honest. Vegetable seeds, live plants, meals, processed foods, liquor, kibble. None of which they're getting from here. There's barely any natural growth out here. I guess there's a little bit of grass. There's yellow grass, isn't there? And if I tame them, I've got to keep them in one piece, which I guess I can do. I've got a lot of rice and stuff, haven't I? So I'm thinking maybe we just get one of these guys tamed. Let me just check my zoning. Avoid insects. That's looking quite healthy. So let's get one of these guys tamed. I'm just going to... maybe a couple. Female and a male. There we go. And I want to make sure that I've got Ray Wolfen, who's our best handler. He's on handling. Perfect. Okay, cool. We've got Deserter, which I'm not going to do because I want to keep them on side. Much as I would love to get another fighter in decent weapon with decent armour and arms. His best skill is animals. It's not jumping at me, to be quite honest. I'd rather keep... Sorry, dude. I'd rather keep the... them on side. Okay, so we have some visitors that look like tribal. They look tribal to me. They got some bits and pieces on them, so we'll maybe do some trading when they arrive. Ray Wolfen's off to do some taming. Now, Ray Wolfen's skill's quite high. This should be a one-shot deal, quite honestly. Oh, hang on, before he does that, let me just preempt by sticking down a caravan spot. I don't want them eating my crops, so I might put them somewhere like here. And I'm going to make sure that I stick down, like Willow's got here. I'm going to make a spot, like a stockpile zone, stick some rice down for them. So what they'll do, I'll make that a very, very high priority. This is quite useful. I've done this previously, and I'll just make sure they have some rice, which they can eat, and they'll be kind of happy with that. So I did do that, didn't I? Not cancel it. R-I-C-E. Yes, perfect. Made it critical. Okay, so they'll move something from the stockpile into there. Brilliant. So it's gonna work. Should be a one-shot deal, and boom, tame. Lovely. So he will eventually roam away. It won't because he's roping it. That was easy, wasn't it? Isn't it good to have some Itakin on board? Beautiful. Good job. So I did some trading with the tribals, and they told me of some ancient mercenaries here, and they could have a special weapon, a custom weapon, which looks really awesome. However, it's quite a way away. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that. Certainly not caravan to it, which is a huge shame. Okay, gunsmithing is done. I think hydroponics is probably the next good choice because we can then speed up the growth of some of the things we're struggling with, and it doesn't cost very much. So I think hydroponics is probably the next good bet here. But there's nothing else we really desperately need here. I think maybe beer brewing would be good to kind of blast through. If I want flak armor, I've got to get plate armor as well. I must remember that that's a prereq of flak armor, so let's do that. I can't remember if you can make cotton in hydroponics. I'm going to go and check that. Yep, turns out you can. That's absolutely brilliant. So I can speed up the growth of this, which means that once my guys have flak vests, they got simple helmets, steel helmets, sorry. Once they have flak vests, I'll be a lot happier. Okay, I made a boo-boo when Orr joined us. I forgot to put them into the don't go near the insects, you dummy zone. Oops. Let me do that now. Oh boy. What's it come under? No, under schedule for some reason. I don't know why. Ugh. Right. Is Orr going to get away with this? I think Orr needs to be getting away with this. Otherwise we're going to have to... Darn. Call up the cavalry because they're not going to let this go. Come on, guys. Oh gosh. Who's this? Ray Wolfen. What's Ray Wolfen doing? Moving. What was Ray Wolfen doing? Taming. I thought we had 2 already. It's weird. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Or is 3.68. These guys are 3.6. A smidge faster. Okay, this is bad to a point. Okay. Alright. This is not good. Those mega spiders are really nasty. Okay, or you're going to run over here. So come to here, come around. Tetraspars going to start laying down some fire. Don't like the looks of this at all. Where's the shotgun? Faznik. Faznik is absolutely miles away. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, keep running. Tetris bar, keep running. I wonder if we can... Yeah, actually, Stone, come back. If we can... Oh, no, look. Oh, okay, they don't go away from their hive. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, that's good. We will deal with them as and when. Just not right now. Okay, we've had a war merchant turn up, which is interesting because they're selling a flame bow. Now you can't make flame bows, to my knowledge. So I will take that. You might think, but why would you do that when you got weapons? The thing with flame bows is they not only do they hit things and set them on fire, they force them out of cover because they start running around screaming. Also, they drop chem fuel on the floor as well, so the fires will spread. So if you're facing people who are kind of dug in behind cover, it's actually really useful. I think they're great. Early game, anyway. So there's not much else they've got. Herbal meds, I think I'll probably take off them. So just as an aside, anybody who's never kept Boomload before, I've already got 22 chem fuel. I think you milk them, is it once a day? It seems to be quite frequent. Every time you milk them, they give you 11. It probably says in here somewhere, doesn't it? Milk amounts. Every day. Yeah. So you're getting 22 a day. Which isn't bad, really, is it? That's not bad at all. By the way, we have to give all these animals some good names. So Willow we're going to keep, but if you've got any good names for Boomlope 1 and Boomlope 2, then please do put them in the comments section. We need some names for Boomlopes. And also, they're going to have Boomlope babies, because I did one male and one female. So, yeah, that'd be awesome. So it turns out that each of these plasteel seams yields 40 plasteel, because Faznik is pretty good at mining. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20... Yeah, that's quite a lot. What I'm not going to do is make the mistake of mining it all out and have it sitting there, because that's just going to boost our wealth, quite frankly. So Faznik, that's fine. I've got the information I need. We have plasteel reserves and some here as well. So this is more than enough for a grav anchor. This just leaves me with advanced components is the block to get if I want a grav anchor. So advanced components, I need to get this. I need to get a fabrication bench, basically, which I believe will allow me to make advanced components. I don't think I need anything else after that. That's quite a long way down the tree. I may have to buy some, maybe get friendly with the Empire. I don't know. Maybe I need to forget about a grav anchor. Okay, hydroponics is done, so this is where I need to work out. I've been trying to clear a space for it. Where did I clear the space? Here. I'm not going to have the full range yet for the bulb, which is sun lamp. Yeah, so it's not quite right, but I'm as near as darn it, quite honestly, so that is going to be a good start. I guess my hydroponics bench is built, but they're very, very thirsty on steel. Are they production? Where are hydroponics? Yeah. 100 steel. Oh, wow. Okay. That hurts. That does hurt. Okay. I think we'll build 1 or 2, but that's expensive. I also need to... I'll put a door in here as well, because I really want to make sure that no silly raids that I can deal with easily come in through my kill box, because I've got a lot of steel tied up here. How many of these have I got? 17 at 40 each. That's a lot of steel. I don't think I should have tied up so much here, so yeah. It's quite unbelievable when you have 2 people doing research and knocking this out so fast. So plate armor's done, which is brilliant. Just to let you know, I've got cotton and in the hydroponics basin, so that's awesome. Hydroponics speed up the growing by a factor of 7, if I remember correctly. So plate armor's done, which means we can now research flak armor. Okay, we have had a 6-year-old child called Jolena is calling from nearby. A pack of 12 man-hunting crows are hunting her. I can deal with 12 man-hunting crows. She begs for safety. Absolutely. How can I turn down a 6-year-old asking for help? I mean, that's just... I'm such a sucker now for children missions. Absolutely. Have we got anything that you can wear or any play area, anything like that? Nope. We've got plenty of space, and we've got the people who can build stuff for you. This is absolutely fine. Come on, Jolena. Please don't wander into an insect den on the way through. Where's she going to come? Where's Jolena going to appear on the map? We shall see. Jolena. From down here. Brilliant. Hey, Jolena. How are you doing? Why are you taking off your pants? Oh, because there's 42%. Right. But she's a Neanderthal, right? I mean, this is brilliant. I'm loving it. Well, don't worry, Jolena. I got your back. I have absolutely got your back. So let's get a bed ready for Jolena. We've got plenty of wood. I think we can splash out some wood. Metal has become a very, very seriously valuable commodity now. We're going to need that a lot more moving forward. So we're going to build a copy of a bed here. I'm going to start arranging this in such a way. Do you know what? I'll worry about that later. I'll move that bed around in a minute. Okay, so we're going to get that built. Then we need to build some children's. This can be the children's kind of area, if you like. I'll get this set up. Okay, we've got some... we're going to make these out of stone. So we've got the desk and the blackboard. And we got the light to come in. Okay, 12 crows. Chasing Jolena. Yeah. I'm going to get Jolene to come in here. I don't want them to come through here. I don't think they'll trigger the traps, but they probably will, just to be annoying. So I'm going to get Jolena to actually come to here, then to here, here, and then come through, then I'll control her. Now the birds can fly, so I assume they'll fly over this gap here, I'm assuming. Or you don't want to have an incendiary launcher, that's particularly bad. You can go with that. We're going to get you, and also stone. Flame bow is not the appropriate the appropriate thing for this. And Ray Wolfen, your bolt action rifle is not the right idea for this either. Okay, so you're going to come out here. Jolena, come on Jolena. Don't let these miserable birds come and get you. Damn, they move fast. What's the bird's speed? 3.10. Actually, they're not that fast. Jolena is a smidge faster. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? They've got ahead of her. Oh, they're triggering my traps anyway. Oh, the little beggars. Come on, Jolena, get through. Jolene, I want you to run down to here and then run down here so you're out of the way of my friends. They're triggering the traps. You... Okay, this is... every time they trigger a trap it's 40 steel, so... No, 45 steel. That's painful. Alright, let's just go out and deal with them. These guys are getting right on my nerves. Little crows. Orr and Ray Wolfen are going to go out first, so everyone else can stop. Ray Wolfen's going to come out first, as is Orr. Beautiful. I mean, they're crows, right? What's that be scared of? Apart from Jolena getting pecked to death. Right, Jolena, you're sorted. You're going to get the herbal medicine because we do have some. Nobody here took a smidge of damage and we lost... how many traps did we lose? 5 traps. That really sucks. I'm going to make them out of stone to replace them. That one's going to be slate because we just... I can't spare the metal now. Oh, can we... we can actually eat some of these bodies as well. No, have they all got scarier? I think they might have. Yeah, potentially. Anyway, whatever. Alright, jolly good. So, Jolena, welcome. I'll sort out their work schedule. Not that they can do a great deal, but hauling and cleaning is okay. Okay, flak armor's done, so we burned through that, which is fantastic. Cotton, actually, how are we doing with cotton? Let's have a quick look. Cotton is 52% grown. Okay, so another couple of days, and I think we can start churning out the flak vests, which means we're in a good place. Which means we can now look at basic GravTech. Let's get on with that. We're suffering from a real shortage of textiles to make clothes with, because the clothes that they entered the map with are going to start wearing out if they're not already. Yeah, as we can see. So I'm going to start hunting boom rats. There's a bunch of boom rats on the map which are not with Scaria. But thinking about it, Scaria won't affect the leather on them. Or will it? I'm not sure. So I'm going to go with the ones that don't have Scaria to start off with. And see where we go from there. Each one of them drops 13. So that we're starting to get there with what we've got for textiles. So we'll see. Okay, well that was fairly straightforward. We got a basic GravTech. Wow. Brilliant. That happened quite quickly. Building the damn thing's a different story. So we're going to take a look at that in a moment. I'm going to get advanced lights though. Thank you to, I think it was PK Lemming who suggested this. I'd completely forgotten about advanced lights. But they do cut power consumption by half. It all helps. Doesn't affect sun lamps. That's fine. I've never built a floodlight before. So I don't even know what floodlight does. High intensity light's good for outdoor spaces. Oh, okay. 100 watts. Right, fine. So we'll do that. So now we have basic GravTech. What have we got? We can build a small chem fuel tank. That takes 120 steel. Thrusters take 180 steel and 4 components. That's fine. Grav field extender we're not going to need yet. The grav anchor's the problem. Plasteel I've got in the rocks. The grav light panels I've got on the map. plus extras dropped as cargo pods a couple of, well, a few days ago. Advanced components is the issue. Pilot's console is steel and components, that's fine. Graphship HUD is steel, and that is steel and gravelite panel. Okay, fine. So we can start to build. Chem fuel is rolling in. This is just fantastic. These things are giving 33 a day, so that's great. I might go and tame some more because they're barely eating any rice at all. They're really cheap to keep. So I might go and grab some more boomalopes. That one's got a scarrier though, so does that make a difference? Probably don't think it does. I mean, these don't look like they've got scarrier. No. Well, to be on the safe side, I'm going to actually not tame the ones with scarrier, so that's fine. Right, we got a royal tribute collector from the Empire, which is brilliant. I've completely forgotten about these guys. You get 1 honour for every 67 gold you give them, and you get a lot of honour for every prisoner that you give them. We haven't got any prisoners. I actually don't have any gold, however there is a gold seam on the map which I'd completely forgotten about. So I'm thinking if we can mine this quickly enough, there's 4 here, they will hang around for a little bit. It might be worth, if I can get 60 out of this deposit, we can swap that for some honour. Now Tetraspar, I think, is actually one off. Yes. He's one off the next rank, which would be amazing. So I'm really gonna hope we can mine that quickly enough. I think all the other mining has been done, so there's nothing else for Phasnik to do when they wake up. I'm hoping to actually... Whoa! So these are the... there's got tribal exotic goods. Was he having a fight? Oh! Did you kill him? Damn, dude! Wow, okay. Fine. I mean, that's nasty. Right, we've got a dead body to get rid of, and... we've got some pemmican out of it, and a steel spear. We could still sell the steel spear back to them. I'm going to put this dead body stockpile in here now as well, because this is causing debuffs. People are walking past it all the time. It's something I completely forgot about. We had a little bit of a mood issue, so I'm going to put these in here instead. Well, Phasnik is ridiculously fast at mining, and we've yielded 197 gold, so that would be 2 honour with a little bit left over, which is pretty impressive. So I'm going to get Tetraspar to talk to the... I think it's Arcadius? Yes, this guy, which is brilliant. Okay, immediately gets a level 2 signing. That's going to be amazing. So we now need a throne for Tetraspar. Okay. I've been a long time since I've needed to do this. Throne room requirements. Okay, so acolytes. What does an acolyte need? They need a... Oh god, here we go. Right, okay. Certain bedrooms, certain thrones. They need 24 tiles, 2 braziers. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. And the room used to be 16 double bed. Right, okay. I've got plenty of spare rooms here, to be quite honest. I was keeping this for a rainy day, so I can get this sorted out. The quickest thing to do is put down some kind of steel flooring. I could do this, it's just going to take a while. I'm quite keen to get the level 2 skill, so let's get that sorted out. Okay, advanced lights is complete. Whoa. Okay, now is the Empire still here? They are. That's good. They're attacking immediately. So just 2 of them. Let's double check and see how many there are the easy way. Quick show this to enemies. Yes, it's just 2 of them. Grenades and Molotov cocktails. Okay, interesting. Is that Devil Strand Pants? Oh, okay. I'm liking the cut of your jib, sir. So you brought a flak vest. Outstanding. Now, one of our people is a psychopath, which means they can wear this. They also bring in medicine and smoke leaf. And you're bringing absolutely perfect condition, even Devil Strand Pants and some go juice and frag grenades. Nice. And they're attacking straight away. So I'm feeling that they might get blasted by the insects, because they're not going to come this way. They might go this way. We'll see. But the Empire are definitely going to help us, so this is pretty awesome. Keeping the door shut for now. And let's see what happens. Really hope the Empire don't decide to leave right now. That'd be very bad. Where are you going, Stone? Hunting raccoon. Right. You're hunting with a pistol. Okay. Well, it's going to help your skills. Now, where are they rooting? Are they have rooted through here. Let's watch this in real time. This is not going to end well for you, sir. You can use grenades. Mate, don't throw grenades at me, dude. Oh, you muppet. Are you going to stand there now? No, you're coming around. So after you've murdered your friend, you're now going to come around and tangle with the Empire. Now, are you the one with the flak vest? That's a shame. But the Devil's Round Pants dude is coming up, so that's fine. I'm going to have to get to these guys before... Ah, Jolena. Yes. Yes, I'm going to have to... What I'm going to do with Jolena is I'm going to put them on the... I need to restrict the child to staying inside the perimeter. Bear with me. Okay, Jolena's coming back in now. And I'm really hoping... Oh, it's set on fire. Darn it. That's a shame. My own body doesn't set on fire because we could really take that flak vest. That'd be awesome. Alright, Jolena's coming back in. I doubt this guy is going to survive the Empire. I really don't see it personally. I just hope he's downed because then we can steal all his gear. Why are they fleeing all of a sudden? Well, that sucks. They're fleeing because... Don't know. Okay. Maybe just realise that he's murdered his friend, and that's very bad indeed. Okay. That's fine. We do need a research project. I completely forgot. I was just choosing that when the raid turned up, didn't I? Okay. So I'm thinking we've got flak armour now. That's the main thing. Everything else here can kind of wait. Blowback operation and gas operation would be amazing. That's not going to take long. Do I... Oh, there's so much that I want to do. Blowback and gas operation want to give me heavy SMGs, which would be a real game changer. It's only 1,500. Alright, I'm going to do that. That's not going to take me long. Okay, had an interesting offer from the Skyflight Alliance. That's the new faction who are all about space. They want me to look after a pet boomlope for 22 days, which is fine. Paralytic Beige has to be kept in bed. We've had one of those before. Now, I immediately beelined for... Oh, Luna. Luna looks quite interesting, but actually... artistic is not that useful. Wimp is a problem. Careful Shooter, slower but more accurate, okay. Night Owl could be bad. Wimp is a big issue. We do have Pain Block though. So Pain Block plus Wimp tend to cancel each other out, but I probably would have accepted her, but she's 64 and her health, and she's got bad back, and moving minus 30, manipulation minus 10, which means she's going to fail on stuff. I won't. However, I will go for this one here. The vac suit helmet, excellent. That's going to come in useful at some point. And Exploring Fabrication book. This gives them crafting up to a maximum level of 12, which is very handy. So I think I will take that. Boomlope's going to arrive. Boink. And that's Maisie. Can you milk her if they got Paralytic Beige? Because we've got 176 chem fuel just from having 3 pet boomlopes. Brilliant. Giving them a little bit of rice. I like that return. Right, blowback operation is complete, which is great. We're going to go on to probably gun turrets. I don't feel that's going to come in useful right now. I think gas operation will be better to get the chain shotguns. And then we're going to start focusing on microelectronics and I think shuttles after that. Yeah. Although we need the shuttle engine, which has come from request. And actually, we have a permit choice, which I completely forgot about. So it's worth the hassle. Labour team, trooper squad, food drop, steel drop. You know, out of all of this, the steel drop is going to be pretty useful. 20s, I don't need meals. I don't need a labourer team. 4 days. I mean, that would be handy. I have to keep them safe, okay, if I was going to use them with a raid. Trooper squad, again, could be quite useful. I might keep it in my back pocket for now. Yeah. Finally starting to get flak vests churned out. The cloth has grown in the hydroponics basins, which is superb. I'll build another batch because we've got enough, I think. Yeah, one. They need 60 cloth per, which is actually quite a lot. So we managed to make one with a lot left over. Sorry, 30 cloth. Actually, we can make another couple. But Ray Wolfen's quite a busy dude. He's dealing with all the animal stuff and cooking, so it's going to be a slow process. But we have made one flak vest, which somebody's going to put on. And he's making another now, so this is good times. Okay, I think we're going to probably leave it there for today. We've hit time. Yeah, we're getting there. The research is really kicking out now, which is brilliant. And we are building another power genny out here because our batteries are... Although they're topping up at night, all it takes is for the wind to drop, and we've got a bit of a problem with power. So just for a little bit of redundancy, I'm putting another winds generator here. Although the wind in this Scarlands has been actually quite constant, but relying on solar That's great for the daytime. It does slightly overcompensate for the sun lamp. However, it requires the wind turbine to spin through the night to top up the battery. So I'm just going to build a second one, but I want to build a courtyard just to keep this protected from those pesky raiders. So that's where we are. I think it's looking pretty good. So we're going to do gas operation, microelectronics, and then we're going to get shuttles. Now, like I said, we do need the ability to call in the shuttle mission to get the shuttle engine in order to unlock the passenger shuttle. I don't know quite how easy it is to make. 250 steel, 150 plasteel. Yeah, it's the plasteel again. Plasteel is the problem, although I think we may have enough on the map. Anyway, I'm yakking enough. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take care out there. This is Bug, pulling the plug.